back to the TD Podcast. We are your hosts, Tony and Dak, and this is your Waiver Wire Wednesday. In this episode, we will be going through last week's fantasy, who did good, who did bad. We are going to be going through our matchups of the week and do's and don'ts in fantasy football, and I think we have waiver wires at the end because it's Waiver Wire Wednesday. For a while, we called it Waiver Wire Wednesday, and then we didn't do waiver wire because, I don't know, we do what we want. So kicking off the show is our first and 10, where we will go through our fantasy football through the week, how we did, and then get to the good stuff, the meat and potatoes, the reason you're here. I went 2-3. My fantasy football seasons are not going great this year.
Felt that. I also went 2-3.
Yeah.
I went two ESPN leagues that the leagues I care about, I went 0-2. So a little rough. We're 3-3 and in the Dynasty League, and we continuously lose to the team that scores the most points every week.
I'm 4-2 in that league, and I'm in three leagues that I care about. I'm 1-2 in those leagues this week. I'm in a money league with my dad and my brother. We're co-commissioning a team. It's not like there's three people in a league, because that's stupid. And then I'm in my work league, the competitive league, and I am 1-5. So not too hot there. Not too
what
hot. What
happens when you draft Ashton Jette?
I didn't draft him. I traded for him. But even then,
exactly.
it had nothing to do with it. It's just a weird scoring system. It's a weird scoring system. Fair
enough.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get to what you guys clicked the video for. Our matchups of the week from last week. Who did you have?
I had Bill Krusky Merritt. He did decently. I said he was going to do well against one of the league's worst run defenses, and he went 17 carries for 61 yards. He was getting the carries. I mean, he averaged 3.5 yards per carry, which that's not bad. But he didn't find the end zone, and I think that hurts a lot when you don't find the end zone.
He did good in terms of football standards, not fantasy football standards. Somebody who didn't do good in either standard is Javonte Williams, who was my matchup of the week. 13 carries for 29 yards. What are we doing here? Against the Panthers. Like, the Cowboys just decided to pack up shop and keep the rushing game and wherever they played last week.
Well, you know who was packing up, though? The Panthers were packing. Panthers were packing the Cowboys D lineman and said, "Here's the Red Sea." You know the little TikTok where they go?
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's what the Panthers were doing to the O-line.
I thought you were doing a big brain transition. Instead, you just talked about the Panthers. Somebody who packed it up and sent them home and into the bye week is Bijan Robinson, who was our best performer of fantasy football for the week. He had 35.8 points, depending on your league's scoring. In their win against the Buffalo Bills, he finished with 19 carries, 170 yards, and a touchdown on the ground, and 6 catches for 68 yards. That's 12.8 points just on receptions alone if you do PPR. And if you don't, what are we doing? This is not 2000 anymore. Now, he has been on my team in that Dynasty League since the inception of that league. And boy, oh boy, I did draft him, yeah. I almost traded him this offseason.
You had Bijan and JT, brother.
I know. I really fumbled that ball.
Come on.
I should be undefeated
and
right now.
Devontae Adams, dude.
I'm not sweating that trade. It's a Dynasty League. And yeah, I traded JT and Devontae, and I'm still 4-2.
I'm getting rid of Mike Evans this week. I want you to know that. I'm putting it on the show. I'm getting rid of Mike Evans this week. It's happening.
Well, I'll go get him from you. But I'm 4-2 even with trading those guys. So it don't matter when you're a master of what you do.
I have 8 guys on IR. I have 8 guys on IR on my fantasy team right now. Yes. I'm turning into the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, you are.
Team is just the Niners.
Now to our next segment is the most surprising studs and duds for the week. My stud is somebody from the Raiders.
Boo,
good old
Homer.
Michael Mayer. Dude, I don't care.
Homer.
Dude, call me a homer. He had 5 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown. Dude, as a tight end who's probably a waiver wire right now, yeah,
Don't even say it. Don't. No, my. Yep. Wait. Well, let's transition to that. That's gonna be his waiver wire pickup for later on in the show.
It actually is, yeah.
Yeah. So, my most surprising stud was Kayshawn. Is it Booty or is it Belt? It's Kayshawn
His
Booty.
booty. I had him
Because
early in the season.
he was not booty at all. He was projected 7 points and finished with 26.3 points. He had 5 catches for 93 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Patriots this week. Came out of nowhere. Like, left tackle was just not there, straight nowhere. And carved up. Who did the Patriots play this weekend?
Dude, the Saints. I literally did a recap
Oh.
for it.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah, carved up that Saints defense. So, yeah. My most surprising dud.
He had
yeah,
a crazy
Romo Dunze.
touchdown. I'm not going to lie.
Had 5.2 points. It was supposed to get 16.1. It was his projection. He had 2 catches for 32 yards. For a guy that was putting up a top 15 receiver numbers on the year, completely went silent. I just don't know what happened, and somehow the Bears still won. So,
Yeah, I will do you one better. Give me 1 sec here. My dud of the week is Debo Samuel, who had 4 catches for 15 yards, who is the number 8 wide receiver. Number 8. He was projected 14.27 and had 5.4. So while the projection versus the reality might not have been as bad as Roma Dunze, boy, did he suck it up. And it didn't matter because I still won the game. So our next segment is waiver wire pickups for the week. I'll get mine out of the way because we kind of foreshadowed it. It's not just because he's a Raider. It's because Brock Bowers is out. And Michael Mayer could be a starting tight end on probably half of the NFL teams right now. Tight end is one of those positions where it's very, very top heavy. If you don't have one of the top 5 tight ends, you're probably not a tight end that people really care about, right? If you're not Trey McBride, Tyler Warren, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, or Brock Bowers. I mean, Mark Andrews was that guy, but now he's old. Tucker Kraft is inconsistent. Jake Ferguson is just force-fed.
Dalton Kincaid can't stay healthy.
Dawson Knox. If you play for the Bills, you're just doomed to not be consistent.
Yeah, because you don't know who's getting the football.
Exactly. All that being said, so like I mentioned, Brock Bowers is likely out this week again. Chiefs give up about 50 yards a game to tight ends. He just had 50 yards. And then last point is Geno Smith has said that he uses his tight ends as a safety valve. Duh. But that kind of proved it. And he looked good. Like he was out for 2 weeks because of a concussion, but he looked good. He was good out of college. He was, again, could be a tight end 1.
Nickname in college, I believe, was Baby Gronk. Like,
was it really?
Dude's massive. Yeah, his nickname in college and Notre Dame was Baby Gronk.
Yeah, I don't know any of that mess.
So. My waiver wire Wednesday pickup is Kendrick Bourne. Still, I said it last week. He's still available in leagues. Go get him. Along with Vidal from the Chargers. Those 2 guys are still putting up numbers, but if not, Kayshawn Booty, who I talked about earlier, is only owned in 7.1% of leagues, and hopefully you can get your hands on someone that has hot hands right now and an offense that is opening up because Stephon Diggs is playing well. It's just going to open up for the rest of the receivers.
Yeah, so his nicknames are Baby Gronk or Big Mike or Big Milk. I don't yet.
No.
So Big Milk is another nickname that was been used for him according to a YouTube video. It wasn't ours, so I don't care.
Fair enough.
Now one of our last sections, we got buy or sell near waiver. What? You got to explain this to me, because this dude does not know
guys.
What.
So pretty much, are we buying their performance? Do we think they're going to continuously put these reps up, or they're a 1 to 2 week guy that picked up on the waiver wire because they had really good performance, and then they kind of just fall off, and they fall off your squad in 2, 3, or 4 weeks? They're a fill-in, or they're a guy that's going to, stick on your roster. So, first one, Kendrick Bourne.
Um, get him out of here. I don't like the Niners.
I'm saying he's doing. I mean, he's on my roster right now, um, and I think it's because of how unhealthy. Again, the wide receiver core for the Niners just not healthy,
No.
and Brandon Ayuk's not coming back to at least for another 2 weeks, if not three.
Yeah, so they can't get traded.
Jawan Jennings tried to play, and his lungs hurt so bad he can't play.
Why are you playing football with 5 broken ribs? That dude must have a freaking 5-point IQ. What are we doing? You're a millionaire, my guy. Your body is like your utmost asset, and you're out there playing with 5 broken ribs. Tell me you make poor life decisions. And you want an extension? What makes you think you're going to get an extension if you're sitting on the pine the whole season? Ding dong.
And if Mac Jones is playing, he's throwing the ball to Kendrick Bourne. I'm just saying. I think Kendrick Bourne is a guy I am buying into, at a guy that could potentially win you a league. If he continues to put up the numbers he's putting up, and a guy that you can start in your flex, it's going to give you 17 to 18 points a week.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm buying into that one. I mean, yes, but no. With all those injuries that they have, and let's be honest, Christian McCaffrey's getting majority of that target share. So as long as he's on the field,
Kyle Juszczyk.
Juice is getting targets.
Juice is getting targets. They're putting him out a receiver. They're lining him up as a receiver in the slot.
If Juice is getting targets over your receivers, you know you suck as a team.
He's getting 2 to 3 targets a game.
That's too many.
Not getting that much.
It's too many. The next guy is Harold Fannin. I've been on Harold Fannin since week 2. Keep him, especially if you're in a dynasty. I wasn't on it fast enough. Somebody drafted him, but Harold Fannin is a keep.
I was on him. I drafted him. He's on my dynasty squad. Keeping him. Again, this is a guy that's young, that's going to get receptions. He's already getting the targets. He's dealing with David Njoku, but I think he will probably get moved given the development of Harold Fannin. I don't necessarily know if he's going to get the production this year, because again, Njoku is still there unless they move on from him and he ends up going to a team that does need a tight end, like maybe the Seahawks. I don't know. I don't really know where David Njoku could go, but
the Seahawks, they have AJ Barner. They're not going to trade for his tight end. The
I
Ravens?
do like Harold Fannin, so
yeah,
they have Isaiah Likely.
But Isaiah Likely isn't likely to see the field ever. I've been holding that man on Dynasty for years and never done anything. He had one good game in his 3 years career.
And was a foot away from winning the game.
Yep. Kamani Vidal, no.
He put up 30 or 20 something this week.
I don't care. It's the Chargers, dude. We already know they don't run the football. Just because he had one good week does not mean jack diddly squat. I'm touching it. Especially, dude, he's a running back 3. The only running back 3 that I'm investing in is there a running back 3 that I'm investing in? Oh,
he's running back 1 and running back 2 are hurt.
Who's the dude from the Cardinals? Not Michael Wilson. What's his name?
Michael Carter.
Michael Carter. Yeah, him.
He's out too.
No, it's Amari DiMercato.
No, Amari DiMercato is playing. You have
he just got hurt.
I think is his name. I think his last name is Knight, who's been playing. Michael Carter is out, along with Trey Benson, and also along with James Conner, I believe. DiMercato was playing, and so was I think his last name was Knight.
Yeah, it's Z White or Knight. I thought. Am I tweaking?
Yes, you are.
No, he wasn't hurt.
He's not playing much.
It's Zonovan Knight, which is kind of a weird name, but go crazy, I guess. Amari DiMercato, yeah. Okay, so maybe Michael Carter did play. He had 9 rushes. I knew I wasn't tweaking. Yeah. So Zonovan Knight had 2 more carries, and Amari DiMercato had 1 carry, and he got hurt. Yeah, see? I knew I was right. My brother's a Cardinals fan. I knew better. Shut up, Dak. Um, Crossfire. Um, yeah.
This is
So
a weird
now,
matchup for me, for you to say that you like. I'm
yeah,
interested to see what are we
matchups
what
we
are we
like
what are
and
we
we
saying
don't
here?
like. So this
We
is our
saying the
last.
Raiders are bad? Are we saying the Raiders are bad?
Dude, you know darn good well I've never been one to be scared to tell and call out the Raiders. I am a real Raiders fan. I just bought into the hopium of this offseason. Every offseason, they suck me in, and then I get sucked back to reality real fast. After week one, though, you can't blame me. They looked good against the Patriots. Rashee Rice is the matchup that I like against the Raiders. He's healthy. The Raiders secondary has not been very good. They don't have a real cornerback one. Eric Stokes has been decent, but I don't know if he's going to be playing. I think he's hurt. He was hurt last 2 weeks ago. Darian Porter is just now starting to get reps, thankfully. Um, but I don't think that they have a shot at holding him down. Rashee Rice has been a good receiver and was before he got hurt, and now he's not only healthy, but 6 weeks into the season, I'm sure he's itching to get the football and make some moves. And Raiders also have had tackling problems, and Rashee Rice is shifty, so be prepared to watch the Raiders linebackers get shook. So, yeah.
Speaking of linebackers and defense, my matchup that I like this week is the Eagles defense. I know we don't necessarily talk about defenses, and that being a matchup we like, but if you're a team, if you're in a league that starts defenses, I like the Eagles defense. I think they can put up some decent numbers. I think JJ probably throws 2 picks this week, and I think they're going to get a lot of pressure on JJ because he has struggled with pressure this year. And even if Carson Wentz plays, I think the Eagles defense has to keep them in games. I think they have a really good defense, and I think it's not really shown, what this defense is capable of. And I think the Eagles defense has a good game this week.
I think you chose the wrong bird in FC defense. I think the Seahawks would have been the safer bet. Because the Eagles' best defensive player can't even stay on the field. He's either spitting on people like an Alpaca or he's hurt. So, what was he even hurt last week? I know he wasn't playing, but I don't know.
I mean, he's not Adonai Mitchell with a healthy scratch because he's just.
I mean, that's just they don't even care anymore. Oh no, hold on. MetLife turf played a role in Jalen Carter's Week 6 absence. Okay, no, he was hurt. Okay. Yeah, I don't.
MetLife strikes again.
Now, Adonai Mitchell getting traded could be fun.
Nah, won't happen.
I don't know. They have a lot of receivers. Now, the matchups that we don't like, I have been foreshadowing it. I've been talking about it, I think, every episode that we've had so far. So, all 3 episodes. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. CJ Stroud versus the Seahawks. The Seahawks defense has forced 6 turnovers, so that's 1 a game this season. They don't allow very many rushing yards, so a lot of pressure, if not all of it, was going to be on CJ Stroud. I don't expect Woody Marks or Nick Chubb to give him too much help. And then the Seahawks defense also has 20 sacks this season, which is a lot. And CJ Stroud's offensive line stinks, real bad. It's really stinky, really bad. So I would Seahawks defense, not the Eagles.
My matchup I don't like is Devon Achane. He's going against one of the league's top run defenses, and it's in Cleveland. And Browns only give up 63.5 rush yards a game while they're at home. And if the pass game is not working for Tua, it's going to put a struggle on Achane in the run game. Granted, he can get receptions out of the backfield, and that can give you a little bit of points if you're in a PPR. But I don't think he has a week like he had last week against this Browns defense that has continued to shut run defenses or run games down.
Yeah, I think the problem with this matchup for Devon is, well, maybe not even this, but like your take. I don't disagree with your take, but I think this could be a noodle fight. Like they could just be like slapping each other the whole game. So nobody's really pulling away. So the run game is viable the whole game.
Yeah.
That could hurt you a little bit. This could be like a 10-15 game. I don't think either team really
For
has
like a 19-16 with
now.
the Dolphins winning.
This might be the first game that of Darren Waller's comeback where he doesn't have a touchdown because Carson Schweschinger, the guy who I wanted so bad, might lock him up. He is the linebacker for the Browns, one of the linebackers for the Browns, and played a lot of Tampa 2 in UCLA. So he's definitely a good coverage fella. And I really wish he was a Raider because we don't have a good coverage linebacker. But
Your linebacker that you dropped is now on the Colts. So
yeah, Jermaine Pratt. I don't know what that was all about. I was pretty upset about that. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so that's our Waiver Wire Wednesday episode. If you haven't already, go watch our recap episode. And if you liked this video, wait for tomorrow's where we're talking about our bets. We're not very good at betting, but it's fun. It's entertaining. So go watch it too.
keeps you interested.
Yeah, keeps you on your toes. All that being said, hope you guys like, subscribe, comment, share, and follow us on all the things down below on that little runner doodad. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever the heck you want to call it. I keep forgetting to add it to the runner, but it's basically the same thing. Look for the logo above Dak's head. I can't figure out how to point with this camera, but the thing above Dak's head, go look for that. That's us. I can't imagine that somebody else is stealing our logo. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And you know ball now because we know ball, and now you know listen to ball. See you guys in the next one.